morning. I'm Suresh Shenoy with IMC and also part of the Capital IIT Alumni Association. And today it is my distinct honor and pleasure to have two individuals here in the studio who are fellow alumnus of the IIT system who have taken a very different but enlightening approach to self-realization. And we have amongst us Swami Mukandananda of the Jagadguru Kripalu Yoga and Sri Sant Gupta, who is the president of the Durga Temple. Sant, tell us a little bit about the Durga Temple, and you are doing yeoman service to the community by bringing such important speakers to our community. So can you tell us a little bit about your programs and events and the Durga Temple itself?
Durga Temple has been in operation for more than 10 years. In fact, just a few months ago, we celebrated our 10th anniversary, and we are committed to 4 key elements, and they are religious, educational, cultural, and social. We have invited Swamiji to come to our temple in our desire to expose the great message that he has to share with us to our community. This program is open to not only the devotees of Durga Temple, but also general population. And this will help them understand areas of their lives which they would typically not be focused on because of their being so busy in their day-to-day life.
You are here to essentially speak to the Durga Temple community on Jagadguru Kripalu Yoga, and the program starts tomorrow and goes on for a whole week. I'm sure that people will have a lot of opportunities to hear about your philosophy. You are also a graduate of the Indian Institute of Management. You held a senior position in a commercial organization before you took on this role as a Swamiji. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and if there was one trigger event that led you into this space?
Well, Sureshji, I did engineering just because the system pushed me to it. I didn't know what I was looking for. This was the expectation of my parents, and I went through the system. But while I was in the IIT, now that was very intellectually stimulating education, but it was not satisfying the curiosity that was in my mind. We were taught how this world is functioning, but we were not taught how this world is made. So the questions in my mind were very strong, that why am I here in the first place? What is my goal in life? After the IIT, again, I went to the IIM because everybody does it. But there the exposure to different aspects of knowledge became even more vast because I was exposed to psychology, to economics, to sociology. So the questions became even stronger. That was the time when I came in contact with this scriptural knowledge. And here I found a framework that had an answer to all the questions that were in my mind. So my spiritual master explained to me that there is no shortage of engineers and MBAs in this world. There is need for qualified youngsters who can understand the spiritual path and explain it to them. So for the sake of my own desire for God realization and for the desire to serve society, I took this path.
As a graduate of one of the more demanding, engineering institutions, perhaps in the world, science and technology demands logical, clear, proven principles based on, science, whereas philosophy and religion thrives on the abstract. From your perspective, which was more difficult, understanding the sciences or understanding the spiritual aspects of life? And how do you reconcile these opposites?
Well, Sureshji, in the Vedic system of thought, there has never been any conflict between science and spirituality. The Vedas recognize the importance of both these aspects of knowledge. So the Munduk Upanishad states, Dve vidye veditavye parachaiva paracha. There are 2 branches of knowledge that you will need to know if you wish to lead a successful life. The first is material science, which helps you understand and harness external nature and utilize it for the well-being of your body. However, if we have tremendous external goods and luxuries, but we are not peaceful within, they will not be able to lead us to happiness. So how do we attain peace of mind? How do we overcome the vagaries of the mind? Now, the great scientist Albert Einstein in the last century made an interesting statement in this regard. He said, science has succeeded in denaturing the plutonium atom, but it cannot denature the evil in man's hearts. Science has no tools for purifying our mind and heart. So there the Vedas say there is a second science, which is the spiritual science, which teaches you how to control your own mind and how to expand and elevate your own consciousness. So these two sciences go hand in hand. Now the conflict arises when somebody from material science denies the need and existence of a spiritual science.
So at the Durga temple, do you have programs that also encourage our community to be more active on the science and technology side, and how do you